Good morning. It's another beautiful morning here in Southern Illinois, and I just thought I would start a little series of coffee talks. I have all these random thoughts that have to get out, and they have to go somewhere, and so that's what this is. I am still working on editing some more of our cooking videos, but this morning I seized upon a thought. Throughout my life, I have experienced a phenomenon, and I know you have too. If you ever try to make changes in your life or to step forward, maybe you're trying to get your degree or you're trying to change over to healthy eating, and whenever you begin to experience success in a goal. I know you've experienced this because I have, and I know it's out there. Whenever you begin to make progress and you start to feel that fulfillment and that happiness and that satisfaction that yes, I'm moving forward, I'm getting this. More often than not, you will start to experience a backlash from people. The more happy and satisfied you are with life and the more you talk about your success, the more those who are dissatisfied with their lives are going to punch holes in your balloon. And, it's kind of like there's a minister and author. He's passed on now. His name's T.F. Tenney, Reverend T.F. Tenney. And something he said that's always stuck with me since I was a girl was the higher you climb the ladder, the more you'll have to contend with ankle bites by lesser men. And it's so true. When you find your niche, I just want to encourage you today. When you find your niche, full steam ahead. You let yourself keep pushing. When you start to build momentum, you keep going, okay? It is right to experience joy and fulfillment when you are working hard and you're accomplishing your goals. The Bible says that we are able to eat the fruit of our labors. Sorry, I had to move a kitten. He's running through on my desk. But it is right that you experience and begin to eat of the fruit of your labors. It is okay to feel joy and to feel satisfaction when things are going well. We're supposed to. We have to get to a point where we refuse to be pulled back down by those who are either jealous or they're just hurting. Sometimes people who really do love you will begin to criticize you when you start to move forward and things start, all the gears start pulling together and you start to make progress. Sometimes people who genuinely love you will start to become the negative voice, or you'll sense that change in their demeanor and you're talking about, man, this worked today and I got to do what my passion is today and I was so excited, and all of a sudden their demeanor will change and it just becomes very somber. And I want to encourage you today, it's not about you. It's not your fault. It's not your issue. There is a phenomenal new book out, and it is by Mel Robbins. She's a podcaster. Phenomenal book called Let Them. You really need to read it. It's incredible. And it is something I learned this last year through her, and I've been doing it. And it's something that occurred to me this morning. When someone has that change in demeanor, you're having a great pumped up day. Man, I'm moving forward. Man, I'm so excited. And that person just begins to change. And there's that look on their face. Let them experience that. They're not having a problem with you. It's not your fault. It's not time for you to just pipe down and stop trying. No, likely they are reassessing their life and saying, you know what? I want that fulfillment. I want that joy. What do I need to do to get there? They're processing things. Here's the thing I want you to get today. Refuse to feel guilty for success and fulfillment. Refuse to feel guilty for feeling good. Much of my life, I have been a people pleaser, and I've worked on that. I love people, I really do, but people pleasing can take us down a road we don't want to go. And a lot of times I would be excited. I acquired my master's degree, and almost the first call I got when I started sending out invitations for my graduation was someone calling who was a friend who said, I can't believe you're doing this. I don't even have my bachelor's degree yet, and you're doing this. How could you? Why would you walk across the stage and leave someone behind? And I felt so guilty. I had worked 4 years for that master's because I was working full time. And they didn't offer all the classes I needed in the nights. And so I was working full time in the daytime. I was going to night school, and to keep my funding, I would have to take extra classes that I didn't necessarily need. It was a huge process, a 4-year, another cat, a 4-year process. And I was so proud of myself that I had done it. And yet this friend, the very first one that calls, says, how dare you? How dare you? I hope you're not expecting us to go see you walk. Whoa. And I remember piping myself down, and I thought, oh, I shouldn't have sent invitations out. I still want to walk. I'm still proud of me. I'm still going to go and do this. But it really put a damper on my spirit. But I want to tell you, over time, I have learned, guys, those kind of reactions to you, it's not about you and it's not your fault. It's because they're not happy where they are. And it doesn't make them a bad person either. It just means that they've got to figure out their way forward. And your way forward's not always going to be their way forward. But stop feeling guilty for being happy. Stop feeling guilty when you succeed and when you push through. Because here's the thing, you can't control another person's destiny. You can't control how much effort they are putting in. You can't control the opportunities that are presented to them or how they handle those opportunities. No, you control you. So don't feel guilty when someone else is struggling. You can feel empathy for them. And there is a vast difference between feeling guilt and empathy. When you feel guilt, you begin to shut yourself back down and go, no, I shouldn't be doing well. I guess I shouldn't be having a good day. I need to shut up. No. When you feel empathy, you reach out and say, you know what? Let's work on your goals. Let's work on your goals. What can I help with? Can I help you? Can I introduce you to someone that can get you where you're wanting to go? Empathy listens to them. Even when they've harmed you, empathy says, hey man, you seem to be having a hard day and that seems to have hit you kind of hard. Are you okay? Listen to them, but don't feel guilty because you've done well. I'll tell you right now, my goal this year, I am going to stop putting the feelings and resentment from others around my shoulders like a cloak over my joy. I am going to shake off that cloak of what other people think, and I'm going to allow the sun to shine through. Because you know what? When you're working hard, when you're a mom and you're doing the best you can to provide for your family and feed your family, or maybe you're going back to school or whatever you're doing in ministry, when you finally get a breakthrough and things are working, you need to enjoy that. Thank God for it. Bask in the sunlight that day, enjoy the shine. And when someone else shades it, realize it's not you, it's them. Refuse to take on those negative feelings and put them around you. It's time we shine. Unapologetically. I'm not saying we need to boast and hurt people's feelings, but you know what? Don't let people's hurt and their struggles inhibit the satisfaction of progress. That's Coffee Talk for today. I tried to keep it as short as I could because I am a talker. You guys have a great day.